guys. Come on then. The bird's just looking up in the sky, and I've just seen I don't know, I think it was a sparrowhawk, but it was really, really high, so it could have been a falcon. But to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen one in my life, so right up there, heading that way, so I might just get them in now, because they've been out for an hour, just sat there not doing anything, so. Come on! Let's see if we can get them in. I don't think you're hungry, are you, so. This is the nice part of keeping birds. We've got them all lounging around on the aviary outside, and it's a nice sunny day today, so I'm just sat with binoculars keeping an eye out in the sky. And so far we've seen buzzards and I think a peregrine falcon. I just managed to get a photo of it. I've looked at the outline of it, and I think that's what it is, a falcon. And it was heading over that way, and I took a photo, but I couldn't really see it, and it had turned and then it disappeared. And so I put all the birds in, and now they're back out. But it's engrossing, this, keeping these birds. And I'm off to Charlie's later because he's got some more for me, so we'll see how many more we add to the team. Well, this is exciting because just been to Charlie's again, and take this. He's had some more birds bred for me, which I've picked up. So we've got another 6. 2 of these are on my rings, and 4 of them are on Charlie's rings. He's got some more birds from someone else that were promised to him a while ago, and so he's ended up with too many, and obviously they've come my way. And there's this pied one here, looks really nice, so, and a couple more checkered, so yeah, let's get these in. And they're only a week behind these, I think a week, just over a week, so apparently you're not meant to put them all in. You're not meant to mix age groups because they hold the older ones back, but it's not something I'm going to really be concerned with at this point, because we've still got some coming from Dave in a which you'd have seen those, I think, in a previous episode. We saw those, and that was about 2 weeks ago, I think now, so a week ago, 2 weeks, I can't remember when, but they'll be ready soon, so we're going to have to open up this section and put some more perches in. So we're almost full with this one now. Right, let's get these, so I'm going to put some more spot on for these because they're going into, these have all been done, and so I might as well do these while I let them out. So here we go, this is the youngest one, you can tell, and then we've got some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so one of these is, I think that's white tip over there, isn't it? Yeah. So all of these are new, other than white tip. Which there's another white tip. Look, so there you go. Your name ain't so original now, is it? Although the pied white, it's a pied white tip. White tip pie. Probably don't like that name, do you? Right. Yeah. So they look good. So these are all from Charlie, and then these 2 are from John, the early ones, Mush Mush and Ryan, not Brian, that the kids named, annoyingly. So yeah, we'll get them fed shortly and see how well they integrate. That's this section full now. I think we've got enough for 22. I think there's enough space for 22 birds in here, and we're now at 11. 15, 16, 17, 18, is it? Something like that. So I think that's plenty. So I've previously mentioned that I was filming a documentary on pigeon racing, and it's more of a hobby really. It's something that I like to do when I find a subject that I particularly enjoy, and pigeon racing for me was just going to be a hobby. I wasn't going to film it at all. But what I found was when I was talking to a lot of people that have been flying for 50, 60 years, some 70 years, they all say the same thing, that there are fewer flyers now and there are a lot fewer lofts than there used to be. And so I thought, well, this a documentary on trying to get people involved in it would be a good thing. And so I'm doing this from, the documentary at least, will be from the perspective of a complete novice, i.e. me, a complete newcomer, i.e. me, that doesn't know what they're doing, again, myself. And what I hope to do is show that it is a hobby that you can do whilst you've got a full-time job and you have a family and other commitments. And the main thing is that I want to encourage people that aren't in the hobby, that want to fly. I want to encourage them to have a go. People like me, I've been thinking about it for 3 or 4 years. And eventually I decided to do it. I'm hoping that if I put this documentary together and it looks good and it's enticing enough, then more people will get involved. What I'm hoping is that if you're thinking about racing pigeons and you want to get involved or you want to find out more, then the YouTube videos that I'm putting out and that a lot of other people are putting out and the documentary will be enough to tempt you into it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cover as much as I possibly can, things that I've looked for, information that I've looked for, how I got my birds in the first place, building the loft or buying a loft, joining a club, and then working out how to race, train, feed. There's an awful lot involved, a lot more than I expected there would be. The sky's a big place that you really don't think about. I mean, my neck aches from the amount of times that I'm looking up, mainly for birds of prey, but also watching the birds if they do happen to fly up. They're still quite young, so they don't do that much. But you become I'm really aware of how much adrenaline you get from when you let the birds out. You know, they're only young, they're 4 or 5 weeks old, and you're just really conscious that at any point a sparrowhawk can come over the hedge and take them out. I saw a falcon. I've never seen a peregrine falcon before, and I was just looking up and I saw one just glide past really high up in the sky yesterday, really clear blue sky. You know, and straight away I'm like, just where are the birds? And I'm trying to get them in, and you know, it's exciting, and that's before I've even raced. I've had them a couple of weeks, and you know, it's not a good excitement, that one. It's not something that I want, and the sparrowhawk's been through a couple of times, and that's not great either. Hopefully, with all this stuff put together, we'll have a good documentary and quite a few good YouTube videos. So if you could like the video, subscribe, comment if there's something in particular that you think novices don't think about or newcomers don't think about. And I will give one other mention. There's a Facebook group called Novices and Newcomers to Racing Pigeons. Brilliant group. Nobody's judgmental on there. You can ask the dumbest question that you think that you can think of, and people will answer it for you. So well worth joining that Facebook group. So anyway, it's time for my beer. I'm in my garage bar, and I'm just about to put the Formula One on for the weekend. It's Sunday and it's back to work tomorrow. So cheers, guys. That's a can of Foster's. The beer pump's not working.